If you watch this video right here, this will give you the best opportunity to pass paramedic school. I'm gonna give you everything I got to make sure you get through this. Here we go. Hey everyone, it's the Paramedic Coach here. I'm gonna get you through this. I'm gonna help you out here, but you gotta make sure you stay to the end of this video here. I'm gonna give you a bonus tip at the end. Make sure you stay for that. Now, if you're new here, hit subscribe, tap the notification bell. I do videos here every single week, and smash that like button so that the majority, as many people as possible we can get, can see this video so they don't fail paramedic school. Let's help each other out. Now, first thing we're going to talk about here is we're going to talk about the 3 things that I want you to know, have an awareness of before you enter so that you are successful when you go to paramedic school. There's 3 things that paramedic students mess up on that cause them to fail. You don't want to be one of these students that doesn't take action on this. There's 3 things. Here they are. And the first one is cardiology. So I see so many students struggle with EKGs, 12-lead EKGs. Why? It's like a foreign language, trying to learn that when you're in a super accelerated learning environment. See, that's the thing about paramedic school. It's an extremely accelerated schooling. And this is why people trip up on these 3 things, okay? So if you can learn and have an awareness, what does AFib look like? What does a flutter look like? What is VTAC, VFib, junctional rhythms? What do these things look like? You gain an awareness of the EKG before you go in. When you're sitting in class and they tell you, hey, what's this? You have an awareness of it, okay? This is step 1. Hang with me here. I got a lot more to go over. Number 2 is what we call pharmacology. So pharmacology, understanding how drugs work in the body, how they interact. For example, like a mechanism of action, different receptors. This is the second piece where a lot of students mess up, okay? Is on pharmacology. That leads us in to the drug cards, number 3. So drug cards, I see so many students literally just going crazy on these 3 things: EKGs, pharmacology, and drug cards. You've probably seen people in Facebook groups asking about drug cards, EKGs, and pharmacology, because that is where the paramedic student struggles the most. Cardiology and pharmacology, because cardiology and pharmacology makes the medic, and you got to know your drugs cold, right? When you're going to be on shift with a precepting medic, he or she is going to go through all of your drugs with you. You got to know all of them at an expert level. So that's the 3rd thing, which is EMS medications. The way paramedic school works, you may be taught something on Tuesday and have a test on Wednesday or Thursday. And then it repeats and repeats and repeats, and you have little quizzes, and it's just constantly, it is a fire hose of information. So how do we combat the accelerated schooling? By prepping before we go into school. And by the way, this is what I did to make paramedic school when I started back in 2012 so much easier. So now I'm going to deliver this to you. Cardiology, pharmacology, understanding mechanism of actions, and the 3rd piece is going to be your EMS meds, your drug cards. Imagine you go in to paramedic school and you have an understanding of EKGs, 12-lead EKGs, pharmacology, and you understand the main medications. So you understand like the seizure medications. You can read a 12-lead EKG pretty well. You can understand some of the EKGs. Maybe you don't know everything. You have to go to school, of course, but you have a great awareness of what you're doing before you go in. You can eliminate that super acceleration from school. That's what prepping does. Now, no one tells you that. So I want to give you a bonus tip as well. My bonus tip is you'll have a lot of providers that go into paramedic school and they feel they have a lot of experience working, but their mind hasn't been in a school environment in a long time. So the final tip I can give you is get your brain going. Like, go over shock, go over heart blood flow, go over maybe some A&P stuff before you go in. Get the brain working so that when you're in class on day one, like, you're gonna see everybody around you, they're gonna be shell shocked. They're gonna be, I'm so nervous. You're not gonna be as nervous. You've prepped, and what have you done? You've gotten your brain back in school mode because you've been studying for the last 30, 60, 90 days on your own. That's what I did to conquer paramedic school. Make it easier, and so can you. So now you've gotten the information about how to prepare, how to not fail paramedic school. But now we have to take action and actually study content, because studying content makes us smarter. That makes sense, right? So what I've done, instead of you scouring the internet, looking at outdated videos, things that don't make any sense, boring instructors, we don't want to do any of that stuff. Now you're probably sitting there right now thinking, okay, I know what I got to study, but like, how do I study before I go in? Like, what do you mean? What do I do? Well, my friends, what I've put together is a video study course that includes all of the paramedic school prep that you need and more on top of that. On the job tips, all the drug cards, cardiology, pharmacology, EKGs, every single 12-lead EKG you can ever see is on there. So you can walk in confident, more than confident, more prepared than I was when I went to paramedic school. That's why I've worked so hard making this video study course. You can click the link in the description to pick it up. The course includes over 180 plus videos of content from BLS all the way to expert level ALS, and includes our student group. So you can ask me questions throughout your entire paramedic school journey, and there's no monthly payments. It is lifetime access, one payment. You can hit learn more down below to learn more about it. My friends, I cannot recommend this enough for you. You will go in extremely confident in the paramedic school, and you will conquer it. But if you don't take action on this, if you sit in the sidelines and you don't move forward, and you just say, you know what? I'll worry about it when I get in there. You can do that. That's fine. Paramedic school is going to be a lot harder for you. I guarantee it. And the second piece is that you're going to be literally in shock with just the amount of time, the amount of work, and the acceleration of the schooling. So if you want to combat that, you want to get ahead now and be like my top students. My friends, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time, and take care.
9:30 on that Thursday, and that's when I found that I had passed my National Registry paramedic. I felt like you taught it on a level that normal people can learn it versus instructors from a college. Trust them. I would say that they need to put all of their trust in you.
Go for it, 100%. Like me and you discussed earlier, I was early in this program when you were just getting started up, and to see the results that I got from then to how much you've upgraded now and to how much stuff has been added, I would pay $100. I would pay $150 to go back and do it and make sure that I passed my test.